Good afternoon, sir.
Hi, good afternoon, guys.
Afternoon.
Good evening, sir, classmates.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon.
Evening, sir.
Sure. Sir.
Good day, sir.
Hello, is Sir here?
He should be Logan. So you can, if you finish, we'll just wait until he comes back. Like,
Okay.
there's like myself, I finish it.
All right.
Okay, all right, no problem. Hello, guys.
Yes, sir. Is that something?
So working. Hello.
Afternoon, sir.
Is there anyone hearing me?
Yes, sir, we're hearing you. So we are hearing you.
I'm gonna ask again. Is there anyone hearing me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh, sorry about that. I apologize. I wasn't hearing none at all. All right. We all finished the 4 questions now? I mean, like, when I say all, I mean, like, everybody did all 4 questions?
Sir, upon the last one, sir.
Okay, no problem. Anybody else?
Same here,
Just
sir.
tryna-
This is the last one.
Last one. All right. Two more minutes. 2 more minutes.
Not finished because I came in late.
All right, no problem, Chrissy. 2 more minutes. All right. So we're supposed to finish by now. All right. So let us go. We need to continue. So I'm gonna ask for your undivided. Asking for your undivided. I saw the messages in the chat. I should tell you that I'm not interested right about now in your correct answers. I just want to make sure that you give an attempt and you give the very best attempt. You don't have to get it right. Your very best attempt. Let's go. Anybody? What do you got for question 1?
2/5.
2/5.
2/5, sir.
2/5.
2/5, sir.
2/5, sir.
All right, good. Let me tell you where I want. Ouch. Sorry, someone coming in to say something else? Okay. I always love your honesty. Always love it. Here's my question to you. Is there anyone in the class that did not get 2/5 for the answer for question 1?
2/5, sir, not 4/5.
No, I said 2/5. I said, did anybody get any answer other than 2/5? All right, love it. Could you have done that question just by inspection?
Yes, sir.
How, Logan?
Because remember you're eliminating the highest, like x over x5. So since the 2x5 and 5x5 will cancel each other and not the others, you're going to get 2/5. 2/5, I mean.
Okay. All right, Logan. What's the answer for number 2?
Negative of.
Can you look at question 2 and by inspection tell me the answer?
Yes.
Oh, hold that thought, please.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, Logan, could you have looked at number 2 and tell me what answer for number 2, Logan?
Negative half.
Could you look at number 2 by inspection and tell me it is negative and see if it's negative or half of the answer?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
So it's negative 3x6 and plus 6x6. You cancel the x6 and get negative 3/6. And that is a negative half.
What answer you got for number 3, Logan?
Negative 7 under 2. If I'm saying that right. Negative 7 is up the top and positive 2 down the bottom.
Negative 7/2.
Negative 7/2. Could you have looked at number 3, Logan, and get the answer for number 2? For number 3?
Well, since you're going to eliminate the common factor, which is x/5, which
You're
is
not saying anything. You're not saying the things right, man. You notice I keep asking the question. You're not saying it right, man. Is it x/5? What is it?
X to the power of 5.
Yeah, x to the power of 5, right? X to the power of 5, yes. Since negative 7 x/5 and positive 2 x/5 are common factors, they can just eliminate cancel out the x/5. If I'm explaining that right.
Over 5.
Over
X to 5, X to the 5th power.
X to the 5th power, right?
Okay, all right.
X to the 5th power.
All right. I can press pause on you now, Logan. Lecano, you think you can? What you got for that? No, for Lecano.
Negative. I think I get two, sir.
Could you have looked at the question by inspection and calculate and get that answer?
I don't think I reached that level yet, sir.
But hello, a trick we said in that class by inspection a while ago, and say don't you left, boy. You crazy? All right. Kaim, could you look at number 4 and tell me the answer?
Sir, I worked it out.
Answer my question.
But I
Could you have
looked at it.
could you have looked at number 4 and tell me the answer without working it out on paper?
Ah. I think so.
Okay, how?
No, sir.
Okay, all right, no problem. And I thank you for your honesty again. You know, Demoy,
Yes, sir.
could you have looked at number 4 and tell me the answer?
No, sir.
Okay. Alwyn,
We
what
have
say
to
you?
work it out.
You have to work it. Okay, no problem. Alwyn, what say you?
Yes, sir.
You could have?
Yes, sir.
How?
Positive 4x to the 6th power and the positive 2 to the 6th power. So the x to the powers cancel each other and then you simplify further down 2 and 4. So 2 into 2 one time, 2 into 4 goes 2 times. So the answer is 2 over 1.
Was Logan right for the questions 1, 2, 3?
Yes, sir.
And you agree with her explanation?
Yes, sir.
All right, good. Thank you, sir. Is there anybody else in the class that don't see what it is that I was doing just now?
So I'm a bigger pick one of them and work it out for me, please. And
Sir.
Sir,
For the
me
last
get,
one
sir,
though,
me
sir.
just get it. Sir, me just get it now. Me just get
But the-
why
All
you asked.
All right, no problem. Nigel, I'm not laughing at you, It's just that it just said what you just said to me a while ago, Nigel. Me don't know them the pan here, sir. Me not say nothing. I want you work it, right? So that's why I laugh. I'm not laughing at you.
no,
Don't get
no, man, that's soft, man. You
yeah,
do your explanation for me, sir.
yeah, man.
Everybody else step on a different level where when I
Yeah, man.
read
And
this, so you quite it.
you not trust them because they might talk about answer and say, wait, how them the pan? Yeah. All right. Who said them just get it a while ago?
Me, sir, me just get what you mean for ask when you ask them if they can just look on it and work it out. Is because the X5, like the number one, like the X5,
I don't
if
have
you
no
can
X side there. Hello, I.
oh
Me not buy
oh
my X
X
side yet,
X to the
sorry.
fifth.
X to the fifth, sorry. So when you put it over it, no, we can cancel out all of the X5.
Can
Sorry
you forget
again.
it again?
Sorry, sir. So you can cancel out the denominator side and the numerator side. So you can left back with just the 2 and the 5 because the other ones, them, you either have a fractal or something like that, or a fraction based off it, and that would equal to the 0. But you'd have left back with the 2 and the 2 over 5 left back for the answer
Oh,
for number 5. Number 1, sorry.
okay. Go
Sir,
ahead,
am I?
Kyle. No, hold on. Go ahead. One minute, please, Logan. Go ahead, Kyle.
Sure, I was going to ask her if they can repeat what they got for number 4. What Logan got for number 4, sister.
No, you must tell me where you get for number 4, Kyle.
I got 2. I was wondering to know if that was right. Because I thought I heard 0. So I was making sure.
Look at the question and by inspection, Kyle, and tell me if you agree that the answer is 2.
Sir, by my working on it, yes, sir, the answer is 2.
All right. Is there anybody in all right, no, all right, cool, no problem. Kenneth.
Sir,
Yeah. How you still?
nothing. Sir, I'm still at the working, sir. I have everything correct.
No, that's not my question.
Yes, sir.
That's not my question. Yeah, but no, but you said that no, but what I'm saying to you is what I'm asking rather is it's not a matter of getting them correct. Were you able to do it by inspection?
Well, initially, no, but after I start ask the question in class, then I look at it and I said I could have done it a bit easier that way. But initially,
Okay.
no, I work it out first.
So you're saying to me now that so both ways you know what to do now.
Yes, sir. Basically.
All right. All right, cool. Justin, how you stay?
Sure, same as Kenneth. When I was see it at first, but when I asked the question, I realized.
All right, big up yourself. Kai, so you stay?
Sir, you hear me?
Hearing you now?
Sir, I get it, sir, but at first I was overthinking the question, sir, because like the first example from last class, we work with like whole numbers, so that did really like throw me off.
Yes, same for question 3. When I get -7/2, under 2. So I was
Don't tell
kind
me
of
no,
a bit
don't tell me
hesitate.
so no. I look, I. Not tell me no 7 under no 2. It sound like you cuss out somebody. Tell me the right something.
I don't know if I say it. The
What mean you don't know if it's there?
-7 up the top and the 2 down the bottom.
Can somebody tell me how is she supposed to say, class?
Sir, it's -7/2.
Okay.
-7/2. All right.
Good. Thank you.
Yes.
All right.
I wasn't accustomed to that though, in a sense that -7/2, usually we get like a half or a whole number or something. But to not to simplify it more, that was question 3 was a bit scary for me. Because it made me hesitate if the answer was right or wrong.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Is there anyone in the class that is still Mason? I'm gonna do the question for you, Mason. Don't worry about it, you know. I just want to
No,
I
sir,
want
don't worry.
yeah, man. I just want to make sure that you guys are following what is happening. No. Yes, it is important that you know how to do the question. It is also important that it's also important that we understand how to do our calculation manually. And it is also important to know how we can look at it and by inspection, be able to tell our answers. So both ways are good. I'm making a transition. Hold on 1 second, please. Oh, come on. Hold on, I can't find it. All right. Are you guys still seeing my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. So it is very good when you can see the answer up front. But remember, if I give you a question like question number 1, and I ask you to evaluate the limit as x tends to infinity, and because you see the answer and just write down 2/5, and the question value 5 marks, how many marks do you think you can get?
Probably one.
Not probably. You
0.5.
only get one. No, I don't get half mark. So it's either you're right or you're wrong.
Oh, so the working
you
out doesn't matter?
You'll only get 1 out of the 5
Oh, okay.
because I need to see the workout. But what is good, and I hinted at this last class by saying to you that, when you get a particular calculator, you can evaluate your differentials or integrals on a calculator. It may not give you the steps, but at least it can double check your final answer. Anybody heard when I said that last class?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So it is always good when you know that what it is that you're working towards. And you just work towards it, and you're good to go. So let me highlight it again. For Niger's sake, and others too, because Niger may not be the only one. But I will also do the question for you.
Sir.
Yes, Papa.
You sure you can manage your work, because my winner writes a proper, Like, sorry, sir.
Never mind. I draw.
Sir, me
Same here.
All right, sir. Me have to go talk off here.
All right then. All right. Yeah, but you see, I forgot to learn for right now, do you know? But yes,
Sir.
it'll be very important. Yes, please.
Mr. Ashan.
Yes, Alvin.
It's difficult for true for me. I tell you the truth.
You can write.
All right. Did no accident, man, so kind of recover. So so proper for me,
Oh, okay then. All right, got you.
Yeah.
Got you. All right, cool. All right, so let me work the question because there are other types of that I'm going to be looking at today. Other types I'm going to be looking at today.
Are you going to do the negative infinite?
Well, you always call Mike something them wrong, Logan. Negative what? Negative infinite? What is supposed to be?
Determinate.
Negative infinity.
Negative
Infinity.
infinity.
Right.
Yes. Thanks, Tajay. Negative infinity. All right, but let us just finish off this one first. So, by the way, Christian, where you stay? And when you stay join late?
Oh, I'm at number 3.
What do you got for number 1?
Number 1, I got 2/5.
All right, good job. All right, let's go. What was the first step I asked you to do when you're doing a question like this?
To identify the one that's brought to the highest power.
Okay. So is it any fractional limits that you get to do that to, or is a special one that you went into? Anybody can answer the question.
To me, my answer.
All of them.
Say it again.
To all of them.
What you mean by that question? Can you break it down?
All right. So I'm saying to you, I want to make sure that you're understanding what it is that you're required to do. So I'm saying, you just said to me a while ago that I'm going to be looking in my rational function, the term with the highest power, and I'm going to divide through by that. So I'm saying to you, do I do that always, or is there a specific type of question that I do it with?
When x is infinite, when x is approaching infinity.
Very good. Thanks for answering me. Yes, Justin, go ahead, please.
So I'm thinking, if I want to understand the question, I was going to say that if the top side have a different number, have a different higher exponent, then you divide it by that.
Okay, I get what you're saying. Your answer is for another question, and what you said to me is correct, but that's for another question. So what I was asking, the only time we're going to be dividing through by the highest power is when you have your limit approaching infinity. That's the only time you do it. So if this limit was extending to 1 of the given function, you wouldn't necessarily go through what it is that you're doing here. Follow me? But
Yes,
you still
sir.
when you check for you still when
Can
you
you
check.
repeat, please? You're breaking up, sir.
I'm breaking up. All right. Let me
Yes.
all right, let me just go through this. Let me just go through this. I'll add to that sometime later in a class. So now I'm looking at the function as x tends to infinity. So I'm looking to see where the highest power is. Remember, Justin just said it a while ago. The highest power can be in either the numerator alone, the denominator alone, or it appears in both numerator and denominator. Where does the highest power appear in this question?
In both the
Both of
numerator
them.
and the
Both the numerator and the denominator. All right, so that's the first thing that I want you to look at. Identify the highest power. It can go in the numerator alone, can go in the denominator alone, or it can go both. All right. So the highest power is
x to the 5th.
5. So it's going to be x to the 5th. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the limit as x tends to infinity of 2x to the 5th over x to the 5th, because we recognize that x to the 5th is the highest power, minus 9x squared over x to the 5th minus 7x over x to the 5th. And all of that is going to be divided by same 5x squared over x to the 5th. Sorry, 5x to the 5th over x to the 5th plus 2x over x to the 5th. You notice what I have done there is to write my limit as x tends to infinity, because what it is that I'm not doing is changing the question. I'm not changing the question. So I can't just forget about the limit as x tends to infinity and just write 2x to the 5th over x to the 5th and them things here. No. All I'm doing is rewriting what the limit of the function is. I have not yet found the limit, so I have to write the limit as x tends to infinity. All right? Now, you'll recognize that in the question that the x to the 5th will cancel, as you've told me correctly in that thing. In this case, I'm going to have both of them, x squared will go into x to the 5th and leave a remainder of 3. So this is all of that goes in there, that, and I'm going to have 3 more leave in the power there for the denominator. All of that goes into that and leave 4. That goes and leave 4. I'm going to pause right there. Are there any questions?
No, sir.
All right.
No, sir.
So I'm going to have the limit as x tends to infinity of now 2 plus 9 over x cubed minus 7 over x to the 4th all over, I think this is 5 plus 2 over x to the 4th. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Is there a question coming from anybody in the class? Your
None from me,
mid-semester,
sir.
right, good job. Your mid-semester exam is going to be questions of this nature. Not only, but you'll get a few questions on your mid-semester exam here, about 5 marks each. So you could get about 3 or 4 of them. So if you get 4 of them, it's going to be about 20 marks.
So, sir, when will any cutoff will be up?
I had a conversation. I have a conversation about it today. We're in a meeting, and I have a meeting tomorrow. We just need to sort some stuff out before you can get it. So don't worry too greatly about it. I was hoping that you'd have gotten it this week. Today's Tuesday. Still not going to rule it out. So there's a meeting that I'm going to be having tomorrow that I'll let you know.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, oops, it is. Hold on.
So if you're speaking your meeting.
No, it's just that I need to find an alternative power source because my device was dying. All right. All right. So remember, we have to know because our statement at this point, our statement would be as x tends to infinity. Our statement would be what goes to what will go to 0 as x tends to infinity. What will go to 0?
9 over x to the third, 7 over x to the fourth, and 2 over x to the fourth.
Very good. So as x, very nice. As x tends to infinity, 9 over x to the third, 7 over x to the fourth, and 2 over x to the fourth. All tend to 0. Hey, Shantia, all tends to 0. So therefore, I'm going to have the limit as x tends to 0, infinity, I'm sorry, of 2 plus 0 minus 0 all over 5 plus 0, which is going to be equal to 2/5. Okay, so far?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Nigel, how you stay?
Yes, sir. I'm there, man.
Sir, can you go by it one more time, please?
Yeah, and zoom out a little so we can take a picture to send to class. We're not joining class yet.
That way or the other way?
The other way, the other way.
The one there?
Thank you.
Yeah, that's all right.
All right, no problem. All right, so the question asks us to look at, to evaluate the limit as x tends to infinity. Now, we would recognize that it's indeterminate. I'm going to have 0 over 0. It's indeterminate, I'm going to have 0 over 0. And what is going to happen is I'm going to be looking in my numerator and denominator to identify the term, the highest power. In this case, the highest power is going to be x to the 5th.
Sir,
But what? Go ahead.
is it 2 plus or 2 minus?
2 plus 0 minus 0.
Yeah, but at the top it's 2 minus.
2 minus 9 at the top?
Yeah.
All right,
Yes, sir.
thanks. Not gonna make a difference still, but yes, if it's a minus, it's supposed to be a minus. That means this is supposed to be a minus as well. Right here, so supposed to be a minus.
Yes, sir.
All right, got you. Thanks for paying attention. So 2 minus 0 is 2. And 5 plus 0 is still 5. So it's going to be 2/5 as your answer. All right. Importantly, guys, I want you to follow what is happening. Now, there is a second question that even though I know you guys did the question correctly, why? Because I questioned you and you did the question correctly. I still want an opportunity to work it through with you so that you can see what is happening, because you're going to be required to work it through in the exam. Now, look and tell me, what's the highest power in the question?
6.
Good. Where does it appear?
Denominator and numerator.
Good job. So you recognize that this is going to be infinity over infinity, agreed?
Yes.
There's going to be infinity over infinity, so you know that it's indeterminate. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So because it is indeterminate, I am going to now go ahead and do my division. Because it's indeterminate, I'm going to go ahead and do my division. So this is going to be the limit as x tends to infinity of x to the 4th over x to the 6th minus 3x to the 6 over x to the 6. Oh, there's a question I need to ask you. Plus x to the 5th over x to the 6th all over x to the 4th over x to the 6th plus 5x to the 4th over x to the 6th plus 6x to the 6th over x to the 6th. And you'll recognize that the x to the 6th cancel there, cancels here. This one goes in all of it. Leave 2 down this side. All of this go there and just leave 1 down there. All of this goes and leave 2. All of that goes and leave 2 right here. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to have the limit as x tends to infinity of 1 over x squared minus 3 plus 1 over x all over 1 over x squared plus 5 over x plus 6. Tell me if you agree with it, with what I have there. Do you agree with what I have, or somebody has something different?
I never have X squared, sir. 5 over X squared.
Agreed, sir.
5 over X squared. It's supposed to be 5 over X squared. Yeah. So no talk to me, must tell me, you know. So boy, sir, you leave out the squared, you know. So it's gonna be 5 over X squared. Everything all right now?
Yep, yep.
So as x tends to infinity, 1 over x squared, comma, 1 over x, comma, 1 over x squared, comma, 5 over x squared will all tend to 0. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
So the limit now as x tends to infinity is going to be 0 minus 3 plus 0 all over 0 plus 0 plus 6, which is equal to negative 3 over 6, which is equal to negative a half. Tell me that you agree with that.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good job.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
pausing. I'm pausing here. Go ahead, Justin.
So at the top it said that it is indeterminate because both the numerator and the denominator has the same is raised to the same power. So how do you know when it's not indeterminate? Like what do you write beside it?
So it's not that it's raised to the same power. Let me just go back here. I wrote infinity over infinity because when I use the algebraic approach, and if I substitute infinity in x to the fourth, if x is approaching infinity, what is the value of x to the fourth? X to the fourth is going to be a larger infinity, don't?
Yes, sir.
Minus 3 times x to the 6. But sir, hold on. Because x to the 6 is a larger number than what x to the fourth would give me. So when I say x to the fourth minus 3x to the 6, that is going to give me a negative infinity, don't it? Anybody
Yes,
say
sir.
that?
Yes, sir.
Right. But guess what saved the day? A positive x to the fifth. A positive x to the fifth is going to wipe out that difference in the negative term. So my numerator is going to be going to a positive infinity. When I look at the denominator, all of the denominator is positive. So I don't have to worry about it because a positive number plus a positive number plus a positive number is going to give me a bigger positive number. Don't it?
Yes, sir.
Right. So the denominator also goes to infinity. So what is happening is that I'm going to have both numerator and denominator going to infinity over infinity. And once you have infinity over infinity, then you know you have an indeterminate form. Similarly, question number 1 was also indeterminate because 2x to the fifth is going to be a much more positive number than negative x squared and negative 7x together. So this is also infinity over infinity. Get that, Justin?
Yes, sir. So what if I get the numerator to be a negative infinity and the denominator to be a positive one?
It therefore means that the limit will go to negative infinity. It means that your answer will go to negative infinity because when you divide out, and that would not be an indeterminate form. It won't be indeterminate because indeterminate is when you have 0 over 0, as we would have done, positive infinity over positive infinity, negative infinity over negative infinity. So if you have, say for example, positive infinity divided by negative infinity, it means that your answer is going to be negative infinity. Or if you have it the other way around, negative infinity divided by positive infinity, your answer is going to be negative infinity.
Okay, sir.
Right. So just remember, both of them will have to be the same for it to be indeterminate. So when you have 0 over 0, don't tell me that the limit is 0. The limit is not 0. It is 0 over 0, which tells you that it's indeterminate. Indeterminate now tells you that there is something simple that you have to do. A rationalization, a factorization, or a simplification. in order for you to bring your question to a point where it is that you can actually calculate the limit of the function. So you recognize that we're not doing a factorization here. What are we doing here?
Simplification.
Simplifications.
Very good. We are doing a simplification of the question. So it is that we can find the true limit of the function. All right. So you can, it's one of three things: a rationalization, factorization, or a simplification in order to arrive at your correct limit of the function. In the cases that we looked at last class, where we had the infinity of 0 over 0, we did mainly factorizations for those. But the ones with the
Simplification for those two, sir.
oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, man. We can do simplification for those two as well, right? And we can do a rationalization. So you have to look at the function. It's just like you look at chicken and say, okay, how am I going to have this chicken? You can fry it, you can bake it, you can fricassee it, you can boil it, whichever way you want to do it. You have to look at the function to see exactly what method I'm going to be using in order to reduce this so that I can find the true limit of the function.
Sir, with that said, can I ask for a request?
Go ahead.
Is it possible to get a homework that involves equations that require us to simplify, factorize, and also uses the
rationalization?
Rationalization approach?
No,
just in
no.
one a sheet, like 10 or 15 questions.
Oh,
that
okay.
A mixture of all.
You asked me to
Sorry,
do,
it's a begging.
somewhere. Okay, I don't have a problem with that. What I thought you were going to ask me is if you can get a question where you do all three of those. Okay, no. So in the question, and I'll just use that as an opportunity to answer. In a question of this nature, it's one of the three that you're going to be using. Either a rationalization, or you're going to do a simplification, or you're going to do a factorization.
No,
So
I'm
what Chris,
asking
I know,
if you
I
could
got you,
like.
Chrissy. I got you. So what Chris is asking is if I can give a worksheet where you have a combination of the different methods that you have to use, so she can, get little practice from that. I don't have a problem with that one. All right. Okay. So let us. There was a question I was going to ask you now. Lord Jesus, I saw the question. I'm seeing this stuff.
Determine which method they use, sir.
No, there was something I was going to do. When I was evaluating, when I was working on question 2, there's a question I was going to ask, and I said I'll soon answer the question, and it slipped me now, but it will come back to me. All right, so I ask these many questions because I want to make sure that you guys are following what is happening. All right, so question number 3.
Sir, do me a favor now, please.
Go ahead.
I scroll up, I click on, I can get a little Snapchat. No.
Too fine?
Too fine, too fine. Come on, yeah, go on again.
Better?
Yes, sir, 1 second. Thank you very much, sir. Just for jogging memory.
No problem, no problem. All right, so let us attempt, let us attempt now to do question 3. Let's attempt to do question 3. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do question 3 on a new page so that when you're taking the snap of it, you hold on 1 minute, please. All right. So again, if you look at this question, you'll recognize that it's going to be infinity over infinity. So look at what is happening here now. So what I'm going to do is to say the limit as x tends to infinity. What's the highest power again?
X to the fifth.
X to the fifth, very good. So it's going to be 3. All over x to the 4th over x to the 5th plus 2x to the 5th over x to the 5th. And what you recognize, so quickly going through these now because you see what is happening. Those values cancel out. All of this goes leaving a 3. All of that goes just leaving 1. All of this goes leaving a 1. So I therefore say to you now that the limit as x tends to infinity. So what I'm going to have now is 3 over x minus 5 over x cubed minus 7 all over 1 over x plus 2. And similar to what it is that we've done all of the other questions, I'm going to say to you, as x tends to infinity, I'm going to need to see this. Let's say to you, as x tends to infinity, so therefore the limit as x tends to infinity of 3, that will be 0 down.
Yes, sir.
0 minus 0 minus 7 over 0 plus 2, which is equal to negative 7/2. All right. Do I have to do number 4? If it's like yes, I'll do it. But do I have to do number 4? What I want to do is to see if I can give you one with a negative infinity to evaluate and show you how that it's
Sir,
pretty much.
I don't think you have to do number 4.
No,
I don't
sir.
have.
You're good.
All right. But okay, fair enough, and I'm happy for that. Is there any dissenting voices? Is there somebody who, really not seeing number 4 and would really, really, really want me to do it? If so, let me know. I will do it. But if not, I'll write a question. I'll write a question and give to you. But let me just pause before while those persons check back their notes and do the stuff. I'm very pleased with what you guys have been doing. I tried earlier to go through the register to find out from if you are following. Didn't ask everybody, but at this point in time, I'm really hoping that you'll see how important it is for you to tell me off the bat that, sir, I am understanding, or sir, I am not understanding. It's very, very important. So I'm going to give you one other opportunity to let me know if you're following what is happening. Personally, I am pleased based on the conversations we've been having. I'm pleased, to the point where I believe you guys are truly understanding what is happening. But let me just give you an opportunity. I don't want anybody to be hiding behind the microphone to say that they're the only one not understanding. Let me be the judge of that. Question. Is there anybody in the class that don't fully see what is happening yet? At this point in time, I want you to be able to see it fully. I don't want half and half. So if you're not seeing it fully, let me know so that I can think of something else, how else to reach you. Going once? Going twice? Right. So I'm assuming that you all are.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, please.
Can you hear me?
Go ahead. I'm hearing you
Oh.
now. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying I prefer to still do it just to make sure that I have everything in line. That's how my brain end up working.
No, I don't get, who is this speaking to me?
Matthew.
Right. Matthew, don't get me wrong. When I was showing the inspection method earlier, I don't know if you heard what I was saying, that you can't win an exam for 5 marks and do the question by inspection and I expect to get the full 5 marks. You still need to do it. All I was saying to you is just showing you a way how to double check your answer, because at least you know what it is that you're working towards. So let me just say that one more time. Colleagues, students, not because you can do the question by inspection, it means that when I give you the question, you're going to solve it by inspection and expect to get the full marks for the question. It don't work like that. You still need to show me you're working out. But what I didn't want to do, as a matter of fact, I didn't even show the inspection part, you know. I just went ahead and I just started talking to Logan and said, Logan, could you look at the question, understand the answer? And she said, yes, sir. Right? So that's my function, to pull the information out from you. So I never came to the class and showed you the inspection method. Right? I only facilitated that. So when you go into the exam, if you see the answer and you know what the answer is, I can look at a limits question and tell you what the answer is, even without working it out. And I don't want to. Go ahead, Papa.
Quick question. I did working out, but I didn't do working out exactly like how you did it.
Interesting.
So
How did you do the workout?
what I did was identify the two terms that had the highest denominator, the highest power, sorry, not denominator, the highest power in the numerator and denominator, because I know that the other ones are going to go to 0. And then after identifying those two highest ones, I do the cancellation or the division by the power. And then after that, that's how I got to the
answer.
Total, the answer, yeah.
Okay, so me ask that question now. And who is this?
TKL.
TKL. So the question carry 5 marks. How much mark you think you are going to get now, TKL? Full 5?
Well, I would have done the identification of it, done the cancellation, and then write out the result. Limit of x to infinity, 2 over 5 equals 2 over 5, using the law.
Yeah, so you think you're going to get the full 5 marks?
I would hope so.
Oh, you'd hope so. All right, so did you write and tell me that as x tends to infinity, 3 over x and 5 over x squared and 1 over x tends to 0?
No, I didn't write that.
Okay. Yeah, so you can't get the full marks. That's the point I'm making. You can't get the full marks. So I'm saying to you, whenever I give you a question, and I give you a particular working note, no, there are several ways you can work with a question. Yes, I agree. But you get marks for some steps. Now, the step here that says as x tends to infinity, all of that tending to 0 is a step on reasoning. If you don't have that there, you don't get the mark. So even though the question is right, I cannot assume that you have that and give it 5 out of 5. So the most you can get there is 4 out of 5. So based on what you said to me, TKL, the most you could get for that question, 4 out of 5. And just imagine if I give you 5 questions or 4, you can get 3
You're breaking up,
3
sir. I'm
times 4,
not
you can
sure
get
if
12
it's
out of 5.
me one.
No, man, it's me.
Okay.
Tell me if you hear me better now.
Yes, sir.
Can I clear it? Right. So you would get the 4 questions right. But instead of getting 5 out of you get 20 out of 20, you will get 16 out of 20. And you may say to me, sir, but 80% is good. And I said, no, you could have gotten 20% more, but because you didn't follow the methodology. So it's important that you do that. Very important. Please, guys, I beg of you. There are times you guys know how to do the question. There are times you guys will get the question, the answer to the question, but you won't get full marks because the methodology is not shown. All right. There is something in my spirit that tells me otherwise, and I'm going to follow the leading of the spirit. So I hear you when you say I didn't have to ask a question, but something in my spirit says, you know, otherwise. So let me go ahead. So in this case, again, I'm going to have infinity over infinity. And I'm going to say the limit as x tends to infinity. What's the highest point in this one?
6.
36.
X to the 6.
X to the 6th power.
So it's going to be x to the 5th divided by x to the 6 plus 4x to the 6 over x to the 6 minus 7x to the 4th over x to the 6 all over x to the 4th over x to the 6 plus 2x to the 6 over x to the 6. All of that cancels, leave 1 down there. That cancels that fully. All of that cancels, leave 2. All of that cancels, leave 2. All of that cancels. So I'm going to have a limit as x tends to infinity of 1 over x plus 4 minus 7 over x squared all over 1 over x squared plus 2. Looking at the question, I can make my statement that as x tending to infinity, 1 over x, comma, 7 over x squared, comma, and 1 over x squared all tend to 0. So I'm going to be left with the limit as x tends to infinity of 0 plus 4 minus 0 all over 0 plus 2, which is equal to 4 over 2, which is equal to 2, which is equals to 2. All right. And then, because if you guys get in the hang of knowing who your teacher is, you know that, by the way, are we okay? We good?
Yes, sir.
All
Sorry,
right.
sir. No, sir. Sorry, I came a little bit late.
Who is this? Who was that a while ago?
Carolyn.
You came a little bit late?
Yeah, I think so.
You just come to class?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You have to go catch up on that one, Carly. Some of your classmates got you took the screenshot of some of the stuff. They said that they will share it. I heard somebody say that they need to share something in the group for the classmates.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. I have like about 10 minutes and there's one last one that I need to go through. All right. I'm trying to.
So zoom out, look at that screenshot there.
All right. I'm trying to. Maybe I can zoom and then it will come. See if we can get it from there. Let me know when you finish because I need to put another question on it.
So I'm gonna see a difference there.
You good?
No, I wanna see the difference. Can I zoom out?
I did. Oh, sorry. It's all right. I did actually, but you weren't seeing it. It was paused. You seen it now?
Apologies, sir.
Sir, go in a little bit more.
Yeah, it's fine. We can't see.
Right, yeah, yes, sir.
Sir,
Yes, please.
apology. Will the recordings be on canvas? Because I can always go on the recording.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Thank you. No worry.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
No problem at all. Sorry. Nigel, you're saying that you weren't seeing it on. Are you seeing it better now?
Oh yes, sir. That's it, man.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. No problem. I have one other question, and no time is oh lordy. This thing always happens to me. But I didn't really plan to give you a fifth question. Great. Good. Let me just, so that is going to be my question 5. All right. You notice what that question says? The limit as x tends to negative infinity. The limit as x tends to negative infinity. Now I have about 7 minutes to do this question. The limit as x tends to negative infinity. Look at what is going to happen for this question. What is happening here is, because the limit is going to negative infinity, when I substitute, how do I explain this, Lord? All right, let me give you a concrete explanation first, and then I'm hoping that you'll see what is happening here. When you say negative 1 raised to the first power equals what number? When you raise negative 1 to the first power, what do you get?
Negative 1.
Negative
1.
Say what? Go again. When you raise negative 1 raised to the first power equals what?
Negative 1, sir.
Negative 1. Okay. I would agree with that one. Negative 1 raised to the second power equals what?
Positive 1.
Positive 1.
Positive
Okay.
1.
Negative 1 raised to the third power equals what?
Negative 1.
To the fourth power?
Positive.
Positive 1.
To the seventh power?
Negative.
Negative.
To the 15th power?
Positive.
Negative. No. 7.
Negative.
To the 15th power?
Negative, sir. Because
To
it's
the
an odd
100th
number.
power?
Negative,
To the
sir.
100th power?
Negative. It was a negative.
Positive.
Positive to 100.
Positive, sir.
1000 power?
Positive.
Positive.
1005 power?
Negative.
Negative.
What's the gist in that?
Even numbers get positive. Odd numbers get negative.
Very good. So an even number gives you a positive answer, and the odd number gives you a negative answer. Did I tell you that a while ago? Or did you figure it out based on the questions that I asked?
Sir, I've figured it out.
Very good. So even though that is true, and this is one of the things, don't expect me to come to class and give you the information as if I'm a repository of all knowledge. I'm going to ask you questions and you're going to figure out what is happening. All right, so that's correct. So I asked you that question because, or those questions because negative infinity raised to the 7th power equals what?
Negative infinity, sir.
Very good. A bigger negative infinity, don't?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
And when I say bigger negative infinity, you know, don't get me wrong, because a negative 100 is a smaller number than negative 5. You recognize that, don't? That negative
Yes.
5 is bigger, negative 5 is bigger than negative 100. Everybody agree with that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. So negative 1, if you're looking at that, is you know, is larger than negative 1 million. All right. And then now x to the 4th, going to negative infinity, x to the 4th is going to be a positive number, don't?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Good.
sir.
So the denominator clearly, when you look at the denominator there, clearly you're seeing that that's a negative infinity, don't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. All right, good job. And then now, this is just a quick thing. I'm showing you how you can just scan through it quickly, box off them something and just pick up your marks and just get the A and just move on to calculus 2. That's my aim. All right. Now, when you look at 6x to the 7th, 6x to the 7th, once I raise a negative number to an odd power, the answer is negative. Once I raise a negative number to an even power, my answer is positive. All right. So, so what is going to happen is that it's going to be 6x to the 7th is going to be, oh, sorry, the power is odd, so it's going to be a negative value. Okay, great. To the 3rd, sir, it's a negative value as well. But hold on, sir, because it's a negative value, but you have a negative 5 there. When I multiply those two negative numbers, what do I get?
Positive, sir.
A positive.
Sir.
Good. But the x to the 7th is still going to be a bigger negative, don't? This is what I'm saying. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. So technically, it is going to negative infinity over negative infinity. That's where it's going technically. Not a problem. Because in 2 minutes, I shall run through this question. If only the computer will give me, I know what the problem is, you know. I know what the problem is, guys.
So that's indeterminate as well.
Yeah, man. Very good question. That's also indeterminate. So what I'm going to say, the problem pop up. Oh, crap. So what is going to happen now is the limit as x tends to negative infinity of 6x to the 7 over x to the 7 minus 5x to the 3rd over x to the 7th plus 9x over x to the 7th all over 4x to the 7th over x to the 7th plus x to the 4th over x to the 7th. The x to the 7th cancel. All of that goes into this, leaving remainder 4. Goes into that, leaving remainder 6. All of those cancel. All of that cancel into that goes to the 3rd power. And then I'm going to be left with, all right, let me do this so that I can see. Uh-oh, not seeing much. So I'm going to have the limit as x tends to negative infinity of 6 minus 5 over x to the 4th plus 9 over x to the 6th divided by 4 over x to the what? X to the 3rd?
Yes, sir.
And then my statement again as 5 over, come on, Mr. Shambi. As x tends to infinity, 5 over x to the 4th, 9 over x to the 6th, and x, whoa. That term ain't right, man. That's supposed to be 1, don't?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
1. It's like why I just recognize it a while ago because it said that was x over x to the 3rd. But couldn't say that run to 0 because I forgot to investigate it more. It has to be a constant in the numerator. Something has to be fixed where the other one is going up or down, and then we can say, boy, this now move right. And then all of that is going to tend to 0. And then finishing off the question now, I'm going to have the limit as x tends to negative infinity of 6 minus 0 plus 0 over 4 plus 0, which is equal to 6 over 4, which is equal to 3/2. You guys knew how to do that. So it's the first part of it that you wouldn't have known just yet. All right. Quick question. You guys have a WhatsApp group, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
All right. Let Colonel do me a favor. I think you did say at the first class that you are the class rep. Is that so, Colonel?
Yes, sir.
All right, do me a favor. Send me an email right now, Colonel, so I can send you something for you to drop in the chat for me, in your WhatsApp group for me, yeah?
Yes, sir, right away.
All right, cool. Big up yourself, guys. You did well. I really hope that you guys are learning. If you're having a difficulty, shoot me an email and let me know what is happening. I'm in conversation with 1 or 2 of the students already. If you're having a difficulty, please, guys, talk to me. Have a good one. I have a next class and so do you. So later, yeah?
All right, sir.
Yes, sir. Good night.
Good night, sir.
Right.